Hey guys, welcome to M&M Plants. Today I want to share what is one of the easiest, simplest and cheapest way to add a lot of color in your garden. Let's get started and learn today about a plant called Portulaca or moss rose. I would say this is one of the easiest plant to grow and it is available very easily in any city or place, I'm assuming wherever you live, and also it is very cheap to buy. In Australia I have seen that this is one of the cheapest plants. In literally like $3 you can get 6 different colors, which is great. As you can see, I have a few colors right now. Pink over here, which is a little darker, a little light pink, and there are a few more varieties like a different shade of pink over here and orange over here. So right now it's not that later part of the day. The more and more sun this plant gets, the more flowers it will give. So first things first, we have to understand about Portulaca or moss roses. It needs a lot of sun. I would say full day sun from morning to evening. So if you have a place in your garden where there is a lot of sun, you can easily plant this plant over there. I would recommend to plant this in a pot like this and not directly in the ground. There is nothing wrong in planting this in the ground, but when you plant this in the pot, chances of overwatering reduces because you will only water this plant when the soil is absolutely dry. If you water this plant with a moist soil or a wet soil, then this plant will die because it hates overwatering. It likes water, but only if the soil is very dry. So I would definitely put my finger down deep here and check the soil. Right now the soil is dry. I can feel it. The soil is dry, it's not wet, and that means I will water my plant today. I also love planting Portulaca in hanging baskets. So if you have a place where you can put hanging baskets, or if you have hanging baskets, Portulaca are great options. Now this plant, it does not have a lot of flowers yet, but as the day will pass, I will see a lot of flowers. As you can see, there are so many buds over here. They will all bloom. They will not bloom if it's a cloudy day or if it's a rainy day and it's not getting that proper sunlight. So it is one of those plants which needs sun all the time to stay alive, to give you a lot of flowers, to give you a lot of colorful flowers, I would say. So if proper sunlight and watering is taken care, and what you can do is when you plant this, you can just make sure that you add some compost or cow manure, let's say 30 to 40%, and that's it. This plant does not require any special treatment, any special attention, no liquid fertilizer, no special fertilizers required. I fertilize my Portulaca just before the summer season starts because summer is the time when they flower a lot. In winters they won't flower, they go dormant because of the cold. But just before it starts getting warmer, I just give them a lot of compost, and that's it. For the entire summer season, they will give me a lot of flowers. The best way to have a proper understanding about Portulaca plants or moss rose, and they are also called desert roses, is to treat them like succulents. How do we treat our succulents? We keep them outside, we keep them in sun, we ignore them, we water them rarely. The similar treatment you have to give to this plant. If you take a lot of care, if you water it a lot, if you fertilize it a lot, then you will see problem with this plant. But if you ignore this plant and only give it water like every third or fourth day, and that too a little bit water, then you will see that there are so many flowers in this plant. One of the easiest way to get a lot of blooms and to make your plants bushy like this is regular pinching and deadheading. Pinching, obviously the word itself is very clear. I'll pinch from the top part of the plant, just top 2 inches. Keep pinching like this, especially whenever you see that the flower is dead, that is called deadheading. So that dead part, that dead head of the plant needs to be removed whenever you are in your garden. Whenever you see a flower has done with its life, just get rid of it. That will not only make your plant bushy, but it will also help your plant to give a lot of buds and flowers. Another way to make it bushy is to plant it using cutting. So let's say I just take a cutting of this stem. I'll just get rid of the bottom part. Very easy to plant the cutting. Just get rid of the bottom part like this and just plant it in the soil. That's it. This is also another way of making it bushy. What I find is what I find easier is regular pinching and deadheading. So if you do that, you will see this plant is doing magic. And there are several colors available. I have seen so many different varieties. I mean, you think of a color and you have Portulaca in that color. I would say just get all the colors, plant it in a row, in a pipe, in a PVC pipe, hanging baskets, pots, wherever you want to add a lot of color in your garden and you have a lot of sun, and you'll see that your garden looks beautiful.